Hey guys, Robert Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices here. Now, the previous weekend, I was fortunate enough to get away and do a body language course with the wonderful Joanne Antoon. I'll put some links and stuff for her stuff down below. And so, this was based off a group called The Science of People. And so they find the more you use your hands and stuff, and the way you use your hands really increases that communication, being that only less than 30% is verbal in the point that we get across. So if I'm sitting here like this and I'm not looking at my feet, it means I really don't want to be here. But the more open I am, so not blocking, the more front on rather than the side on sort of poses and stuff like that, really increases that communication. So there was that sort of stuff as well. I'll get into a little bit more of that. So I've got a couple of clips to show of the Friday night when I first got there, where I was really, really nervous, and the Sunday morning where the same sort of spiel, like without a script or anything like that, but just how much easier and how much more effective my communication was. So we'll have a look at those clips. We'll also have a look at what else we did with the course of power posing, which was a really important thing that everybody should be doing. Absolutely everybody should be doing this, as it increases testosterone, decreases cortisol, increases oxytocin. It's so simple. It's so simple. So we'll get into that as well. So, and a bit of human lie detection sort of stuff is what we also got into. So let's have a look at these other clips first. You'll see the difference between me from Friday to Sunday. Then we're going to do a bit of power posing and a little bit of what to look for to see if someone's lying or not. Hi, I'm Robert Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices in Orange, New South Wales. Now, what we do there is relieve any type of pain, emotional, physical, biochemical, anything at all that's causing you any issue in life at all. And so that's what we're really passionate about, getting you to where you want, not need, but where you want to be. Whether it be massage, CTC, the life-changing therapy, Mora therapy, salt room therapy, anything at all, we cover it all.
Yes, I'm passionate about it.
Hi, I'm Robert Murphy from Holistic Healing Choices. And what I do is I relieve pain from the mind, body and spirit. I do this using a variety of techniques, but the most important thing is that I am able to do that instantly using those said techniques. So what techniques are those? So we use a variety of techniques from remedial massage, Emmett technique, psychosomatics, and CTC, the combined therapy cocktail, which can transform lives in less than 2 hours. Okay, so you can see from those two clips how my body language and my confidence increased over those 2 days. Just in a split second. So before we get on to power posing though, another thing, and also leading into the lie detection part, is noticing the incongruence and the facial expressions. So the micro expressions as well. So when you say something to someone, more or less like, do you like that new person at work? And they go, oh, they're so good. What they're saying and what they're doing are two completely different things. So that's something to watch out for there. As well as micro expressions, to see how someone's really feeling. So, you know, your little disgust looks. Yep. So generally there's only a few different micro expressions that we normally do. So you have your fear, you have shock, you have your happiness, you have disgust. Yeah, so they're the things to look out for there with micro expressions, to see how someone really feels as opposed to what they're doing. And they'll only last for about half a second. So you got to catch them quick. But if they last for any longer than that, then it's more likely than not that that person is lying about how they feel. So, you know, you get your fake sort of smile. You got to look up here to see those crow's feet come up when someone's actually smiling. So power posing, what is it? It's a way to instantly feel more confident, instantly feel better, stronger about yourself. So it's claiming your space, to put it into words. So what we start to do is, so feet shoulder widths apart, or a little bit more, arms up in the air, Really straighten that back, looking up. Now you can do this to music, to anything, it doesn't matter. Then you're putting your hands on your hips. So 2 minutes a day has been shown scientifically, so then we stand side on, to increase testosterone, increase oxytocin, lower cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and standing this way. So you do this for about 2 minutes. Now I'll show you the opposite. The low power pose is where you're really small, shoulders hunched over. Think about holding your phone, looking at that text message, like that. It's the complete opposite of this. Here you're claiming your space. Here you're worried about taking up too much space. So in this position, where you start to feel depressed, yeah, it's been shown through saliva tests, blood tests, you name it. Check out the Science of People. I'll put a link to them as well down in the description below. And yeah, let's move on to a bit of lie detection stuff. So during the course, we were taught to come up with 2 truths and 1 lie. And it's really interesting. So you've got the 2 truths to create a baseline. So when you see people lying and they start to itch their nose and stuff, think about Pinocchio. Whenever he lied, his nose grew. What actually happens to us is that when we start to lie or anything like that, we start to get blood swell up in the base of our nose here, so it becomes itchy. So if you see someone who wasn't scratching their nose before really start to scratch or hide their mouth, or they look around, or they... One cool thing was if their hands go cold, it's because the blood's going out of there into their feet because they want to run. Other little things too are like leaning back, like they want to get out of there, because nobody actually likes to lie. Swallowing, like you really exaggerated swallow, because it's hard to swallow a lie. It's all very basic stuff. That's where all these phrases and stuff come from. But yeah, so if you'd like to know any more about lie detection, there's a link to their YouTube channel as well. But yeah, anyway, I had a great weekend learning this stuff, and I will be power posing just about every day, every morning to start out. But yeah, anyway, that's all from me, guys. So take it easy, have a happy and safe day, and see you again soon.